Hey guys, Majeffries here, and welcome to episode 108 of You Don't Win Anything with Kids. Bit of a strange one this. In the last episode we played Mansfield and we won 2-0 I think it was. My game then crashed straight after that. So I had to reload it in, it then crashed again, so I had to reload it in, and it crashed again, so I had to reload it in. So I'm actually on, I think I'm on the third or fourth backup file that it created when it crashed. I've played 2 more matches since then, and it has worked so far. One of those matches was the rematch against Mansfield, and unfortunately I can only draw 0-0. I then beat Morecambe 5-2 with 2 goals from Campbell, 2 goals from Beckhold, including a fantastic volley, and an own goal from their left back, I believe it was. Both of Morecambe's goals were also well taken. One was a lob over Quintaka and one was a 25-yard volley that dipped into the top corner. So I can't really complain about those. What we've got today is Reading at home in the FA Cup. There you go. So let's do this one. I'm not really sure what's going on with this save file. Hopefully it's the only time that it does that it crashes. Otherwise we'll have a couple of problems, but for now it's working, so I'm not too worried about it. Quintaka in goal, as per usual. We're then going to have Villa at right back. Jones is still on the recovery trail, so he's not quite there yet, but we could have Cartwright at left back. And because of that we can have Howlett Mundle at left centre back and Stevens at right centre back. Midfield. We need a strong midfield, so we're going to have Forster Kasky at left centre mid, and we're going to have Sam Mantum at right centre mid. That allows us to have Emmanuel Thomas at centre attacking midfield. We're actually going to have Bobo down the right, and we're going to have Beckhold down the left. No, we're not going to have Beckhold down. We're going to have Tomlin down the left. And then we're going to have Campbell up front. And I've just realised something. I'm not entirely 100% sure that this is actually recording. So I'm going to go check that quickly before I get too much into this. So I'll be back very, very shortly, guys. Hey guys, I'm back. And yes, it was recording okay. So we'll go back into team selection. Excuse me. Right, we selected our starting 11. Now it's time to select our bench. So we're going to have O'Brien. We're going to have Hutchinson. We are going to have Klopmas. Yanaris. Delamond. Bobo. Have I got Bobo? I've got Bobo. Yeah, I've got him on the right. So we're going to have Thompson. Wherever he is. There he is. And we're going to have Peter Wilson. So there we go. That is our team. Let's go into it. I'm not expecting miracles against Reading, because as we know they're a very good team. I mean, you see who they've got in their team. Let's go into this screen. Alex McCarthy in goal. He's a very, very good young goalkeeper. Todd Kane at right back. Mariappa in centre back, Adoma on the right hand side, Andy Carroll up front, Robson Carnu on the left hand side, and even their bench they've got players like Luke James, who's very good, as we know. We signed him on loan from Reading. Pavel Pogrebniak, why can't I say his name? Pogrebniak. There we go. Alex Pearce, Richard Keogh, even Dean Gherkin in goal. Very good keeper. Or he's a substitute keeper anyway. But anyway, let's get into the match. Let's kick off and see what happens. So, try and move the ball around as much as possible early on. Try and tire out the Reading players a little bit. Manton and Forster Kasky linking up there. Into Campbell, back from Manton, back to Campbell. Emmanuel Thomas. Tried to play it across, but Kane with the interception, and this is where it could all go wrong for us. Good challenge there from Cartwright, but played it into Carroll instead. And 1-0 Reading inside the first minute. In fact, 30 seconds is what it took there for Andy Carroll to score that goal. Not good for us in the slightest. Very, very poor start. It was going so well, and that was a really good challenge from Cartwright. It's just unfortunately our centre-back seemed to split and let Carroll through. And a very, very poor pass from... Excuse me, sorry for you already. As I was saying, very poor pass from Emmanuel Thomas, which led to the attack. Very easy interception for Todd Kane. So we need to up our game. 68% possession though after 8 minutes, dropped to 60% now. Yeah, it's not bad. We just need to get the shots in. We've had one shot, they've had one shot. Ours was off target, theirs went in. So apart from the goal, it's been a pretty even start. We've bossed the possession, but that's about it really. Although having said that, 85% passes completion, 100% tackles won, 100% headers won. And that was a good ball from Bobo, which eventually found its way across to Tomlin. His cross forces a corner from McCarthy. So actually we're still in this. We can fight back into this very, very easily. Bobo tries to whip it in, but puts it straight over the bar and out for a goal kick. That's not going to help us get back into this. Paul Dixon at the corner. Header from Lovejoy. And it goes wide. So luckily for us, no goal. We need to get some more shots in. We definitely need to get them on target. Andy Carroll's got himself booked. That could play into our hand later on in the match. If we can carry on frustrating him, he might pick up a second booking. That's provided he doesn't get substituted, of course. So yeah, like I said, apart from the goal, it's been a pretty even game. They've had 2 shots, we've had 1. We've had more possession, more passes completed. No crosses completed, which is unfortunate. But tackles won, we've won 100% still, and headers won, we're at 50%. So it's not completely out of our hands yet. And in fact, that was the shot that levelled things up shots-wise as well. Good effort on target there from Tomlin. Forced a good save from McCarthy. Bobo with another woeful corner. I still don't get, if anybody from Sports Interactive is watching this video, why, oh why, do players take corners like that? And is there any way, for you viewers out there, is there any way that I could stop that from happening, apart from the obvious of changing the corner taker? Because we've seen Villa do it, we've seen McGregor do it, and now we've seen Bobo do it. And it really, really is starting to grate on me. I don't want my players to kick corners straight out for goal kicks. I also don't like the ones where they take free kicks and kick it straight at the goalkeeper. Whether we get a corner out of it or not is irrelevant. That is not what would happen in real life. So I'm starting to get very peeved off with that, in all honesty. Luckily there though, Quintana managed to come across and stop the counter-attack from the goal kick. So we got away with that one. That was a good ball in there from Bobo, but it didn't quite come to anything. We've completed 4% of our crosses now though, which is quite something. So what would that be? For every 25, one of them was on target? I think that works out right. Sounds about right. It must be less than that though, then I don't see how. Yeah, half time and we're 1-0 down to Reading. It could be worse. Like I said, they've got a very strong team. I'm sure they're in the Premiership. I didn't actually check that before kick-off, but I'm sure that's the case. So, to only be 1-0 down at this stage of the game, and actually had a couple of decent opportunities to get back into it, one of which is possibly building up here now. Emmanuel Thomas on the ball, into Manton, out to Villa. Good ball from Villa perhaps. Plays it in towards Tomlin, poor ball in the end from Villa. Tomlin wasn't really going to catch that one. You know, like I said, we had our chances to get back into this, and we still have our chances to get back into this. We've had more shots than Reading. Same number on target. Okay, they made theirs count. Scratch with that, because they just made it 2-1. Albert Adomah with the goal. Poor ball across the box. I mean, from their point of view, it was a very good ball, but from our point of view, it should never have been allowed. We should have cut that cross out at source. Just let him get the ball across, and it was very easy for Adomah to come in at the far post and just tap it in. Who was it? It was Carroll with the ball in, wasn't it? Yes. 2 players on him there, and not one of them made the challenge. And Adoma at the back post. Nothing Quintaka could have done. Just really, really poor goal to concede. And I think now that's the door starting to slam shut on us. Tomlin with the chance to make something happen here. Again, it's just they're not passing the ball quick enough, and it's very easy for the Reading defence just to step in front and make the challenge. That was well won there from Villa though. Bobo should have made the run but didn't, so Villa's got to go by himself now. But you never know, you get a decent cross. Could still lead to a goal. Pulls it back from Manton. He delivers the ball. Very easy for Vincent to get it away. Howlett Mundle with the interception there though. Finds Stevens into Foster Caskey. There's Manton. Through the channel there for Bobo. Cuts the ball back towards Campbell. Well intercepted. Comes back from Manton into Tomlin. Saved by McCarthy. Tomlin on the rebound trying to make something happen and couldn't. And that's hacked away by Kane. We're trying desperately to get back into this. It's just not quite happening. I'm going to make a sub. I'm actually going to bring Thompson on to play in that hole for Emmanuel Thomas because he hasn't had the best game of his career. And we've said this so many times in the past, Thompson can change a game for us. So it's very much worth bringing him on and see what he can do. Especially at this stage of the game. We've still got half an hour of the match left. He's got plenty of time. He's got plenty of time to come on and make a difference. Apologies if you can hear me yawning. I'm filming this, I think it's like 1 o'clock in the morning now or something. Very early in the morning. I probably should be in bed right now, but I'm trying to get this little recording session done. So yeah. Reading with the corner. Robson calmly delivers it, and luckily for us that one also goes behind for a goal kick. Doesn't solve the solution. I'm still very annoyed with the whole corners going straight out for goal kicks, but as long as the opposition are doing it as well as us, then it doesn't annoy me so much. At least then it's a level playing field, because if we were doing it and they weren't, then I'd be very, very angry. But like I said, because it's a level playing field and they're doing it as much as we're doing it, it's still annoying, but it's not as annoying. Right, that's a penalty. Cartwright with a poor challenge there on Vincent. Cartwright avoids the second booking, thankfully. Although we will still have to review his position, maybe sub him off because he's on 73% condition as well. Vincent steps up and buries the penalty. So that is 3-0 to Reading. That is probably good night with Jeffreys United. I am going to bring Klopmas on for Cartwright, and I'm also going to bring on Delamond for Forster Caskey, and then I'm going to swap him with Manton as well. That's more of a change for change's sake, just to see if something happens. I'm not happy with this. Looking at the stats, I know the stats don't choose the score and all that, but looking at the stats, we should be just as much in this game as Reading. They've had 5 shots. They've only had 1 extra shot than us. They've had 2 more on target than us, fair enough, but 3 of those going in. Okay, the penalty is almost a dead cert, but the other 2, I think we could have done something about them. And the fact that we haven't really pushed for goal that much ourselves, we win these corners, but then you'll see again, Bobo's probably going to put this one out straight for a goal kick. Oh no, he keeps it in. It goes straight through for a throw-in instead, because that's an improvement, of course. It's not good enough. It's just not good enough. We should be doing so much better than this. I'd even like to, I'd take a consolation goal, because at least then we can say we've scored against a big team. But at the moment, I can't even see that coming. We've had plenty of chances, and just none of them have gone our way. That was poor. Bobo shouldn't have had to have chased that one down like that. It should have been headed straight to him. That's an easy ball for Scouse. Easy ball for Pogrebniak. Luckily, Quintaka was there to save it. Otherwise, it could have been 4-0, and then that definitely would have been good night. We've got just over 10 minutes left. I still can't see us making a proper challenge on their goal. You could say that this was the result that we were expecting. I was hoping, 1-0, 0-0 at half time would have been okay. 1-0 at half time was still okay, it was on our side. But they scored so soon after half time, it pretty much killed the game off for us. Gave us no route back into it. And now it looks like it's going to end 3-0. So, we'll see this one out. It's a disappointing result because I still feel we could have done better. But, you know, in any way, it spurs us on for the league, I suppose. It means we don't have cup matches, postponing our matches, league matches. Which, you know, we lose the games in hand because of that, but then we can gain the points at the time and push forward that way. And it might even help us win the league a little bit sooner, for all we know. So, who knows? All that matters right now is that we bounce back in the next match. I'll double check who that's against after this episode. I'll be filming that in a different session, so I might have to do a quick recap as well when I come to film that one. But that's the end of this match, guys. I'm not going to dwell on it. We lost 3-0. We're out of the FA Cup. We got through to the 4th round, so, you know, our debut in the FA Cup didn't go too bad. We got to the 4th round. That's League 2. That's why I didn't recognise it. There we go. Oh no, sorry, we got to the 5th round. What's the 5th round? So that's actually not too bad for a League 2 team. First ever season in the FA Cup, and we got through to the 5th round. So I can't complain at that, I suppose. Hopefully next season we make a better attack at it. We maybe get through to the 5th round again, or maybe even the 6th round. That would be a bonus. You know, it's a target to set. Try and beat this year's progress, and you know, move on for another round. Like I said, guys, next episode I'll be in a new recording session, so I might have to do a quick recap as to what's happened so far. It's a shame about the Mansfield result as well, the 0-0, when we had won 2-0, but I have included that episode still where we won 2-0, just so you guys can see what happened for continuity reasons more than anything. And yeah, that brings this episode to an end, guys, so thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, be sure to click the subscribe button. If you have subscribed to my channel, thank you guys for your continued support. And until next time, I will see you soon.